Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mudalifa. My number 2019-111-2010. This video contains my explanation of mathematics English assessment. There are 3 structure tests. For the first structure test 1, about set. In the structure test 1, there will be an explanation of the definition of the set, the types of sets, and how to present the set. First, definition of set. A set is a collection of different objects. The different objects in a set are called elements or members of the set. A collection of objects in a set has clearly defined properties. 2 types of set. There are 5 types of set, include 1. Subset, 2. Null set, 3. Set of universe, 4. Loose set, and the last is set of equivalent. Subset. It's called a subset if there are 2 sets. Example, set A and set B. If all members of set A are members of set B, then A is also called subset B. Example, set A, the set 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is elements of set A. B equal the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is elements of set B. It allows that A is a proper subset of B because the elements in set A are elements in set B, but not vice versa. 2. Null set. It's called a null set if the set doesn't have the same member elements at all. Example, set A equal the set X such that X is a natural number that is less than 1. This is a criteria of set A. It can be seen that there is no number included in the natural number that is less than 1. So it can be conclude that set A has no member. And the total of set A is 0. And next is set of universe. The set contains all the elements of the set from each set. Set of universe denoted by the letter S. Example, set A equal the set 2, 4, 6. Set B equal the set X such that X is less than 10. X element natural numbers. Set C equals -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. It allows that the set of universe of the set A, B, and C is S equal the set of integers. Loose set. It's called a loose set if there are no members of 2 or more sets. Example, set A equal the set 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B equal the set 5, 6, 7, 8. Then set A and set B are independent of each other because no members are the same. And for the last is set of equivalent. It's called an equivalent set if the set has the same number of members as another set. Example, set A equal the set 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B equal the set 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Because the sum of n set A or member set A is equal with nb or membership of set B, then set A and set B are equivalent sets. Set presentation. There are several kinds of data present, namely, solve the members of the set. 2. Use standard symbol. 3. Write down the set membership criteria or requirement. And 4 is use a Venn diagram. Solve the member of the set. Express by mentioning all member of the set in a brace. Example, set A, the set of the first odd numbers. It allows that elements of set A is 1, 3, 5, and 7. Set B, the set the first 5 prime number. It allows that elements of set B is 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Using standard symbol. Expressed in standard symbol, which is generally known by the public. There are some standard mathematical symbols that are generally known, include n equal set of natural number, z equal set of integers, q equal set of rational number, r equal set of real number, c equal set of complex number, and at all. Write down the criteria or requirement. Expressed by writing the membership criteria for the association. That is denoted as the set of X such that condition that must be met by X. Example, A is the set of natural number smaller than 10. So, to write using the set membership criteria set. A equal the set X such that X is less than or equal to 10 and X is an element of a set natural numbers. It allows that elements of set A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As is presenting use of Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is an image used to express the relationship between sets in a group of objects that have something in common. In a Venn diagram, there are 4 relationships between sets, include slice, combination, set complement, and set difference. The second is structure test 2 about kite. Definition of kite. The kite has a shape like picture on the side, so it can be seen that the kite is a flat shape or a two-dimensional shape, which is formed by 2 pairs of sides, each of which is the same length and forms an equal angle to each other. 2. Characteristic of kite. All flat shapes or two-dimensional shapes must have characteristics. Likewise, the kite has 4 main characteristics. First, have 2 pairs of equal, non-parallel sides. 2. The kite has 2 equal angles. 3. The kite has two diagonals that are perpendicular to each other. And for the last is the kite has one axis symmetry. Regarding the characteristic of the kite, I will explain the parts in question. First, the kite has two pairs of equal angles. The sides in question are the AB side, BC side, CD side, and DA sides. From the figure, it can be seen that the side AB equal with side AD and side BC equal with side CD. 2. The kite has two diagonals that are perpendicular to each other. The diagonals of kite is AC diagonals and BD diagonals. So, AC diagonals are perpendicular with BD diagonals. 3. The kite has two equal angles. Angles ABC. This is angles ABC, and this is angles of ADC. Angles ABC equal with angles ADC. So the magnitude of the angles ABC is the same as the angles of ADC. And for the last, the kite, it has one axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is the axis that will divide the shape into two parts of the same shape and size. So the AC line is the axis of symmetry of the kite, which, if it is cut, will form two triangles of the same size. Next is kite large area. To find the area of the kite, it's found that if the kite is divided into two trunks, the axis of symmetry, the kite will turn into two triangles which have the same shape and size. Here, triangles ABC and triangles ACD. The area of triangle is 1 divided by 2 times base of triangles and height of triangles. And then large area ABCD or large area kite ABCD equals with large triangles ABC plus large triangles ACD. Large area ABCD equals quantity 1 divided by 2 times AC base of triangles ABC times OB height of triangles ABC times quantity 1 divided by 2 times AC base of triangles ACD times OD height of triangles ACD. Because in finding the area of triangles ABC and ACD, there are 1 divided by 2 and AC, this and this is, then 1 divided by 2 and AC can be issued. So, large area ABCD equals 1 divided by 2 times AC quantity OB plus OD. OB and OD can be combined into BD. This is. So, large area kite ABCD equals 1 divided by 2 times AC times BD. AC and BD are the diagonals of the kite. AC is diagonals 1 and BD diagonals 2. So, large of kite ABCD defined as 1 divided by 2 times D1 or diagonals 1 times D2 or diagonals 2. And next is kite circumference. Finding the perimeter of each data set is the same as finding the length of all of its sides. In this kite, I suppose if side AB equals with A and BC equals with B. Because the side AD equals with AB, so AD is equal with A, and CD equals with BC, so CD equals with B. Then the circumference of the kite is K equals AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Circumference of kite equals AB is A, BC is B, CD is B, and DA is A. A and B can be grouped separately. So kite circumference quantity of A plus A of AB and A of CD plus quantity B plus B of BC and B of DA. So K is A plus A is 2A plus B is 2B. So circumference of kite defined as K equals 2 quantity A plus B. And next is implementation of the kite material. In everyday life, there are many things related to waking up lessons. For example, is children playing with kites. This kite frame is a flat shape that usually learned at school. They never realize that they are applying mathematics lesson in real life. And for the last is structure task 3 about presenting data. In the structure task 3, there will be an explanation of the question regarding data presentation. But before that, I will explain the meaning of data and the form of data. Definition of presenting data. Presentation of data is an activity. Presentation of data is an activity in making a report on the result of research that has been carried out. The purpose of presenting data is to make the data easier to read and understand. Data can be presented in two forms, namely table and diagram. Presentation of data in tabular form. In table form, there are three kinds of tables. First, table rows and columns. This table is used for data that only has one category or group. 2. Contingency table. Contingency table is used for data that has more than one category or group. And 3. Frequency distribution table. Table is used for data group in interval or interval of values. Each values interval has a frequency. Presentation of data in diagrammatic form. In the diagrammatic form, there are three kinds of diagram. First, bar chart. In a bar chart, the data will be drawn to form a rectangle that extends upward. Each rectangle must be the same width and must not be attached to one another. Line chart. On a line chart, the data is drawn as a line. The way you present your data in a line chart is much the same as a bar chart. But on the final steps, you only need to draw a line sequentially from the points that have been adjusted to data. Pie chart. Pie chart are divided into several lines expressed in terms of percent or decrease. The percentage and degree are influenced by the value or frequency of the data, so that each segment will have different size. This is a question of structure test 3. In an MIA class at XYZ High School, a counseling teacher conducted a survey of the mathematics and natural science subject most liked by students. The survey results show that out of 15 students, Bendy, Zafran, and Ali like physics lessons, Rio and Feby love math, Alfi, Ibnu, Fira, and Hadi like chemistry, Vinda, Arif, and Dani also like mathematics. The other students like biology lessons. Based on this data, individuals make data presentation with the following condition. A. Each student present the data in table and pie chart. B. Student with an odd last two-digit name also present the data in a bar chart. C. Student with even last two-digit name also present the data in a line card. I will explain about option A and C because the last two digits of my name are even. Construct diagram. I will group them together according to the subject and the name of the student who likes. Physics favored by Bendy, Zafran, Ali. Mathematics favored by Rio, Feby, Vinda, Arif, and Dani. Chemistry favored by Alfi, Ibnu, Fira, and Hadi. And the rest of the 15 people like biology. So there were 3 people who like biology, I suppose, name A, B, and C. Continue to table diagram creation. Table. Because the data that is known is only one category, namely subject preferred by student, to present the data in a table can use row and column table. In the first column, it is filled with the name of the preferred subject, while the second column is filled with the number of students who like the subject. Subject and frequency. For row placement, it can be done in sequence from physics, mathematics, chemistry, then biology. Physics subject were liked by 3 students. Mathematics subject were liked by 5 students. Chemistry subject were liked by 4 students. And biology subject were liked by 3 students. And so that the total is the same as the question, namely 15 students. And next is pie chart. Making a pie chart must determine the percentage or angle of each data category first. The number of percentage and degrees is influenced by the value or frequency of the data, so that each line will have a different size. If the cursor is expressed as a percentage, then for the full circle, the percentage is 100%. Meanwhile, if the cursor is expressed in degrees, then for a full circle, the total angle is 360 degrees. To find the angle or percentage, you can use the formula length of angle equal frequency divided by amount of data times 360 degrees, or length of percentage equal frequency divided by amount of data times 100%. I will convert it into a percentage. First, physics equal 3 divided 15 times 100% equal 20%. Math equal 5 divided by 15 times 100% equal 33.3%. Chemistry equal 4 divided by 15 times 100% equal 26.67%. biology equal 3 divided by 15 times 100% equal 20%. So if you put it in the pie chart, it will be like this. Physics 20%, Math 33.3%, Chemistry 27%, and Biology 20%. Line chart. Because we have grouped the name of student with their preferred subject, the line diagram is drawn on a flat axis that is perpendicular and interconnected. The flat axis represents the name of the subject, and the vertical axis represents the name of the subject, physics, math, chemistry, and biology, and the vertical axis indicates how many students like it or how often it is. Physics favored by 3 students, math favored by 5 students, chemistry favored by 4 students, and biology favored by 3 students. And for the last, we should draw a line in sequence from the points that have been adjusted to data. From this is my explanation of the English math assessment. Sorry if there are many wrong words and many are not understood. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.